Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I hope your week has been fantastic. How many of you love freedom and flexibility in your life? Right? I mean, so many of us. I run into so many people who that's what they want in their life, freedom and flexibility. I mean, do you feel stuck? Or do you feel like you can do whatever you want with your job or your life or your plans? Or most of us want that freedom and flexibility to build into our schedule, to manage it how we want, to set our priorities how we want, right? So, how do you achieve freedom and flexibility? Well, first, we need to take a look at what does freedom and flexibility look like. We actually each have different definitions of what that picture looks like for us. So let me take a step back. Freedom is defined as the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants to without hindrance or restraint. Flexibility is defined as the ability to bend easily, to be easily modified. Are those definitions working for you? Okay. So if we take a look at those definitions and put them into the picture we have for ourselves, what does that start to unfold for you? When I think of freedom, for me, I want the freedom to prioritize my family's needs first, like my immediate household's family's needs first, and then my related family's needs second, parents, siblings, nieces, nephews, their needs second. I also would like the freedom to put some of my interests in as I want and need and can. Now, there are requirements we have for our lives, like finances to afford these things, right? Bills we must pay, i.e., finances, more finances. For some of us, there's a need for being around others. If you are the extroverted and you get your energy from being around others, there's that need. If you are introverted, there's a need to have alone time, so you can refuel either of those kinds of needs. I tend to be both. I can't have too much of one or the other. I can go a little bit further with being around people than I can being totally by myself. I function wonderfully if I'm functioning by myself, but people are around that I can interact with. That's like my niche. What's your niche? How well do you know yourself? What are your needs? So, in my freedom of things I would desire to have for myself, like to be able to prioritize for myself, I have requirements that need to be filled. Finances, how I function, things like that. Then, in flexibility, are you someone who as long as you know your schedule and you can work around it, that's enough flexibility for you? Or do you totally do well with receiving your schedule at the last minute. Boss says, hey, I need you at this time today. And you're like, okay, that's fine. Other things I wanted to do today, it can be, done when I'm done with work. Maybe that's your kind of flexibility. Some of us prefer total autonomy. Like, no, I want 100% or 99.9% control of my schedule. I want to be able to put things in where I want, when I want, in the order I want. What is your type of flexibility? It comes in all colors, shapes, and sizes. So when you're looking at freedom and flexibility for yourself, you've got to know how you define it so that you can paint the picture of what you need. So how do we achieve that status? Once you are able to define your flavor of freedom, your flavor of flexibility, how do you determine, how to achieve that status? Well, if you do fine with someone else giving you a schedule, in fact, some people even do better if someone else is managing their schedule and they can just go, great, what do I do next? Great, go do it. Okay, what's next? Great, go do it. Organizing their own schedule is way too much for some people. Then you might do well with a regular, 9-to-5 job, as they say, or, second or third shift job, or whatever it comes looking as. And some of us who prefer total autonomy might do better working for ourselves, or we might even do okay if we can work from home, say, or our boss can say, hey, I need these things done, and you can tell them when you're going to come into the office and take care of it. And if you go into the office and take care of what they need when they need it, they're happy with that setup. There are jobs out there like that. So take a look at what you need. For those of us who love working around other people, not necessarily with, but around other people, that might tell you what kind of job to have. In my career, I work a lot by myself during the day, but I have plenty of family around all afternoon and evening, and I can set appointments with all of my clients throughout the week so that I get interaction. And I work also with my teammates, people I mentor, and people who mentor me, so I get interaction there. That works for me. What do you have available for you, depending on if you are introverted, extroverted, things like that? Are you getting your needs filled there? Those are the kind of things you have to weigh out. So, who loves freedom and flexibility? So many people. I get so many people saying, I want freedom and flexibility, but it's always a different picture. So what is your freedom and flexibility picture? What does that look like? I would love to know. Post your comments below what your picture looks like. Give me a like. If this was a hot topic, write questions down. If there's more that you would love answered, let me know if you want a session and we'll chat, right? Share this with someone who you just know needs to hear it. And then don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss a beat. And I will see you again next week. Bye.